All right, so I've taken pieces apart here. Through the magic of movie editing, I've taken away all the unsavory bits and all the annoying parts, and I've just cut down to the parts that are more interesting. So I'm going to go in through that trachea hole I showed you before, and I'm going to go down the right main bronchus, as I showed you before, and I'm going to go down into the I'm going to go down the right main bronchus, and then into, continue past the right main bronchus, and then out into the opening. So now this is the continuation of the right main bronchus, and this is the continuation into a branching point of the secondary bronchi here and here. So these branching points right here are the secondary bronchi. Now I've cut them away slightly, but this is where they would have led. So now all these points are points of bifurcation that lead back to an original source. So these pieces would meet together. If I went back and I curled my probe around, it would come back through and I would see it again. So this is how the lung is structured. All right. Now I cut this piece away from around here in the lung, and that's the main parts of the lung would come in from here and here, and the branching continues. So these branches branch further and further. Now this squeezing part, that's all the mucus and secretions and the surfactant coming out of that lung. All of that is that mucus secretion from the lung. All of that seromucus and goblet cell secretion that we discussed back in the unit. Now, this is deeper lung tissue. All of these were secondary and tertiary bronchioles, and you can actually feel the difference. The fact that they don't deform when I pull upon them indicates that there is some cartilaginous tissue in them, indicating they are secondary bronchi and whatnot. But down here, I see that there are, just going to let that focus for a second. I see that there are some larger spaces there. Those indicate to me that I have some bronchioles. Those are larger airways. Those larger airways can deform when I depress them. Those larger airways that can deform indicate to me that I don't have cartilage. Now, I'm going to go back to my larger shot, and we'll get back into focus. And I still have that mucus going on, but I have significantly less. It doesn't stay. It certainly doesn't stay bubbly over time and stay as goopy for as long. So you can see the difference in that mucousy secretion over time here. Now, that's the difference that I want to expose here. If I don't have quite so many holes, then there's not quite as much goopy secretion. In an area where I have just alveolar tissue and terminal bronchioles, I don't see all that white stuff, and I just see clear liquid. Now, we're going to take another cut, and we're going to take a gander at all this heart tissue over here.